It's weird. For real, I don't know how many have access to my email account or my account, period, that I don't know about. I didn't allow. How? How somebody else to have access to my account in that way? I'm not putting anyone down. It's obesity to do with that. I'm not in a relationship with anybody that's fighting obesity, or I'm not on any medications to do with being overweight or obesity. I'm not putting anyone down. I'm not making fun of anyone. I'm not on anything like that, medications to do with obesity. And it's really weird what's going on to do with my account of anyone I don't know about or didn't allow in my account. It's just really weird. How access to my account, why, where. I'm sorry if anybody's struggling with that, obesity, but I don't know anybody in a relationship I'm not with offline to do with that. I'm not interested in messing with, or it's not nothing. It's just, how can I be? I'm not trying to sound like an a-hole. I'm not messing with. I'm not in a relationship with anybody that has to do with obesity. I'm not on any medications to do with that, or anything to do with STDs, none of that. So I'm just saying that. That's St. Luke's know that. The hospital, my doctors. I'm not on any psych medications other than depression medication, I believe, nerve medications, but not any injections for obesity, or nothing to do with that. It's really weird to why that kept coming up to do with my account, and I'm like, no, I don't think I mean, what I need yeah, I need to lose a little bit of weight, but I mean, I understand that, but I don't think oh crap, I don't like my gum. I don't eat a lot of junk food. That's another thing. It's just weird. Anyone in Humboldt, Kansas, if you knew the extent or cared to understand the extent of how many times I've been verbally assaulted physically, in every way, shape, or form, as to why I wear a body camera. There's a reason for it. So there's been people talking about, well, why is she always wearing that, and that looks weird and crazy. I've had a lot of things not allowed, but I've had a lot of things fucking done to me. I got proof of. Didn't think I had to, but oh my god. Just out of nowhere. I could be just at a gas station and just getting out of my car, and I've had men and women just come up to me for no reason and try to fight me or attack me. Especially there was men to do with my ex-spouse I have nothing to do with, or women that used to catch rides with my ex-spouse, and I never did that with their old man. It's really weird. I didn't even know their old man like that. I mean, Amy Montague would know to vouch for that. She's never attacked me like that, but that's happened before. I've never gotten a ride or anything to do with her old man. Didn't know like that. Um, but she can vouch for that. She's had to get rides from my ex-spouse so many times before, you know. It didn't bother me. I didn't think there was anything going on between her and my ex-spouse. I wasn't insecure that way. But until there was other women that were sexually trying to be involved with my ex-spouse, and I wasn't that way with their old man. So there's just weird shit like that. That I've been verbally assaulted, or women I'm not messing with in that way. Never had nothing against. Like Kaylin Carnell, I mean, that's over years ago. I don't know what that's all about. I don't care if she was interested in my ex-spouse, you know, friendship or I don't care. I don't give a shit. But to have issues, like you have a problem with me for no reason, it's just really weird. Just really weird. But I never messed with their old man or ex-old man or anything remotely close to that. So that's kind of, you know, I've gone places, stores and things like that, and they've had shitty things to say or looked at me in a fucked up way, and I'm like, really? Really? You used to hang out with my ex all the time, and I don't know your old man or your ex-old man, your baby daddy. No. Never hung out with, offline, by myself with. No, because my ex-spouse was always there. Right on, you know. So that's all I've known of. Just things like that. It's just really weird. Especially certain men I've never been messing with, interested sexually or anything like that, but they were, you know, to do with my ex-spouse, but we were together. Just things like that, you know. Proof of names, text messages, videos I've got on Messenger from my ex-spouse's account, things that were sent to him and said to him, and porn and things like that. I got all that. It's all saved. Yeah. So if you hear anything bad said about me, there's probably, you know, yeah. I got buku of proof of it on either text messages, Messenger. I got it all. It's all saved on there, on an account of women seeing, you know, sending porn or nasty or things like that when they have an old man or engaged or married. Mm-hmm. And then they would send me nasty things as far as like hateful things. And I didn't even know what the hell was going on. Didn't accuse them of anything, none of that. Didn't even know. Interesting, huh? Didn't have their old man's number in that way, or it was, if I had to call or anything, it was in a professional way with a witness around me. I don't mess with anybody's man. No. So that was other than just friendship. Nothing sexual. Because I got proof of that too on my Messenger, on my accounts, my phones, all, like, yeah. Just a little bit of tidbit there of how much shit I've been accused of, things that I'd never done. Or anyone that was my best friend or whatever, nope. Never messed with, nope, not sexual, nope. Not with their man. Or their ex-man or whatever, ex-old man. No. No. Because I either knew better or wasn't interested and didn't want to, you know, didn't want to do that. So, yeah. Imagine that. But I always got hated on or shit said about me or lied about or accused of things when I actually got proof of a lot. Quite a bit. I don't lie about it. I have several witnesses too that have seen it and heard it, and yeah, imagine that, of how many I'm not trying to be that way, but of how many people that were married in a relationship or whatever that was messing with my ex-spouse, that I wasn't messing with them like that. But I have proof to do with an attorney for legal issues. Yeah, especially when they were sleeping with him. I didn't know about that. That's why I didn't want to mess with him either. Imagine that. Of why I was being tested so many times, because I had my fucking reasons. Or going and getting messed up, drunk, high, whatever you want to call it. Quite a bit of women, I don't want to say their names, but I can. I've never done that with theirs. Nope, sure didn't.